All right, question number 13. All right, so again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to, well, this is three parts question. So the first part is gonna be find the range. All right, and again, we have a set of numbers. All right, regardless of what the number is. All right, so what we want to do is we want to figure out the range of these numbers, right? So the range, what is it? Is the maximum number minus the minimum number. So you can go ahead and look for this and look for the maximum number, then look for the minimum number, make a difference, and that would be the range. Or you can plug in the data into the calculator. All right, so this is so if it were only the range, I will look for the biggest number and largest number and smallest number and make a difference right away, so I don't have to waste my time with the calculator. However, let's see how can we do it with the calculator. All right, so this is very similar to question number 11. So what you're going to do is you want to enter to the statistic mode. You want to edit it, so you keep it there and enter. And as you see here, there is previous data, all data. So there are various ways to clear the data, but the easiest one is, I think, if you are on the table already, so you're going to go up with the arrow, highlight L1, and then clear it. Once you clear it, enter right now, and all the data cleared for L1. All right, so you have a brand new table basically, right? So now what you're going to do, we're going to enter the numbers. So you're going to type in 20.7 and then enter. That's the first number. And then 33.5. That's the second number. And so forth, right? So I'm going to stop recording for now, and then, okay, so I enter all the numbers in, and hopefully they're all correct. So make sure, please, that whenever you finish, you see here L13 is empty, right? So it means you entered already 12 numbers. So make sure you have 12 numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 numbers. It's very important because it's so easy to miss a number or anything, right? So now, once you enter all the numbers in, what we're going to do, we're going to go to start again. We're going to go to calculate. So we're going to go on the right side, put the arrow here. You keep it on the first one. That's all what you need. So you enter. And again, all the data is in L1. The frequency is 1. It's fine. You keep it L1. If you don't have L1, so make sure you click on the second and 1, and that will type L1. All right, so I overwrite it L1. So don't change the frequency. It's supposed to be 1 by default, and calculate and enter. So once you calculate, so you have the X bar. I don't need the X bar. I don't need anything. Only thing I need the maximum, minimum. That's it. All right, so if you scroll down all the way, you have the minimum 20.7, you have the maximum 110.5. So what you're going to do with these two numbers, you're gonna use the range formula. So again, this is the range. The range is going to be the maximum number minus the minimum number. All right, so if you do that, is 110.5 minus 20.7. And again, please don't risk it. So what you want to do is you want to go and type it into the calculator, no matter how easy is the calculation. So 110, remember this is an exam, I didn't want to make a mistake, right? Minus 20.7. And enter. And that's going to be 89.8. So this is 89.8. Okay, let's go back. Let's input the 89.8, verify it, and it went through. Great. The variance right now, okay, the variance is a different story. All right, so this is a long story if you want to do it by hand. So I am not going to do it by hand. I'm gonna just gonna put it on the calculator, and guess what? You have it already. So if I go back to statistic right now, all right, and I go to calculate, I mean, the calculation is for the data that is already in the memory of the calculator. So if you click again, calculate, and enter, and calculate again, you're going to get exactly the same data that you had before. Okay, so now what is the variance? All right, first of all, we need to understand in what mode are we working, because there are two variances. There is a population variance and there is a sample variance, right? So here there is a keyword is telling you sample, all right? Sample over stat, right? So you know that you are using a sample data, all right? And this is definitely not a population. Not all the data is only part of the data, all right? So it means we are in a sample mode. So now, again, I'm not going to go through the variance formula, detailed one, but the variance, what is it? All right, so the variance usually is equal to, well, if I am in stat mode, right, the statistic variance, right, it's going to be the S, the sample variance. It's going to be, again, oh, I'd say statistic is not statistic, it's sample, sorry. So this is sample here, sample variance. It's going to be the sample standard deviation, and you have to square it, all right? Or usually we do like the variance sample S. The sample standard deviation is on the calculator is SX, all right? Or S if you want, and then you square it. So going back to my calculator, I can see my SX over here is 27.02811, whatever it is. So you just have to type it into the calculator, 27.028. all right, so it doesn't hurt to keep like how many digits. Well, 1 here is fine. All right, so then you're gonna square it. So again, this is something that you want to do on the calculator. So you want to clear this. You want to type in 27.28. Oh, that's a mistake. All right, so 27.028 and 11. And then you want to square it. So there is a square function here. If I can. All right, so this is, I believe, the square function. There you go. That's square function. It's very tiny, but yeah, it is a square over here. And then enter. So it's gonna give you this number, which is 730.5187. All right, I'm typing too many digits because I don't know how much I'm gonna round. So let me see how we're gonna enter this one. All right, yeah, there is no indication here how many digits you have to round. Let's read to 2 decimal places. There you go. So they say it in the beginning, answer to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places would be, it will be up to here, but this one is the one you're gonna influence this, so you're gonna be 730.52. all right, so this is your answer, 730.52. all right, so let's verify it. 730.52. all right, verify it, check it. Yeah, it's good. All right, now they are asking you about the standard deviation is, which is the question backward. They should ask you standard deviation first. All right, so standard deviation here is obviously what we used earlier, which is the 27.028. all right, so this is 27.028. again, I need to round it to 2 decimal places. 028 is going to be 03. all right, so again, let me go back here. So this is the SX, right? So the SX is the standard deviation, and I know I am in sample mode because it's telling me sample data, right? So this is going to be 27.028. all right, you need only this, you need to round this one, right? So this is going to be 27.03. There you go. Okay, verify it, check it. All right, great. And that's the end of number 13 then.